You may have heard about hospice care in the news a lot lately. Back in February, President Jimmy Carter's family reported he was entering hospice. That was more than 2 months ago now. He's still receiving care at home, and it's a similar situation for a lot of families.
Yeah, often there are misconceptions about the services given to our loved ones. Hospice care focuses on the care, comfort, and quality of life of a person with a serious illness who is approaching the end of life. Ramy Cohen shares one woman's experience with hospice care for family members.
When I was a little girl, I would tell my mom, I said, "Mom, if you die, I'm just gonna die." She's like, "No, you're not." I said, "Yes, Mom, I'm just gonna lay down and die if you die."
Lydia Reagan's had two family members go through hospice care. First her big brother, then her mom.
It's kind of hard going through it because you don't want to lose your mom. That's like your very last best friend on earth.
Hospice care is for people with terminal illnesses who may have less than 6 months to live. Reagan's mom lived well into her 80s and spent her last years in hospice.
4 years gives you hope, like, she's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right. But she was a double amputee, and she had congested heart failure, and she was a diabetic. But she stayed in her right mind the whole while.
When people undergo hospice care, they often live longer than expected.
It's a tool for the people that are taking care of their loved ones, and they get extra help.
Courtney Randall is a hospice nurse practitioner.
We don't hasten the death process. We don't kill people. That's not what we do.
Hospice services do include pain management and physical care for the patient, and emotional support and counseling for the patient and their family. Randall believes hospice care improves the quality of life for everyone involved.
It was very helpful. And I tell people, if you are offered hospice, don't look at it as a last resort that my family member is dying, because all the time they don't die on hospice.
If you do choose hospice care, there are two different types of services, inpatient and outpatient.
Inpatient services are for people who are closer to end of life, so they are, really sick, having a lot of symptoms.
Outpatient services are for people who have a little more time and can be comfortable at home. Reagan's turned to hospice to get the best care for her mom and brother at the end of their lives.
And when she did pass, one of the girls that worked at the hospice place, she said, you guys took really good care of your mom. I said, she took good care of us, so we hadn't enough but to do that back to her.
In Lizella, Ramy Cohen, 13 WMAZ News.
Now, Atrium Health Pine Point Hospice does offer bereavement services, and families can get 13 months of counseling along with other services. In this story on our website at 13WMAZ.com, we have the full interview with hospice nurse practitioner Courtney Randall, who shares more about hospice care, and definitely was a very good story. I think when people think of hospice, they think of it as a death sentence, but it's just to make your loved one more comfortable as they near, the ending part of their lifetime. And as they said, sometimes they often live even longer than you expected because they're getting such great care. Exactly.